Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm beyond excited to talk about something that's completely changed the game for me when it comes to power on the go or even at home. Say hello to the BLUETTI AC200L portable power station. I've been using this beast for the past few weeks, and let me tell you, it's hands down one of the most impressive pieces of tech I've ever gotten my hands on. Whether you're into camping, RV life, off-grid adventures, or just need a reliable backup for power outages, this thing is a total powerhouse. Stick around because I'm diving deep into why I love it, how I've been using it, and why it might just be the perfect addition to your setup too. Let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, let's talk about what the BLUETTI AC200L is bringing to the table. This isn't just some little battery pack you toss in your backpack. It's a full-on portable power station with a massive 2,048 watt-hour capacity and a 2,400 watt AC output that can surge up to 3,600 watts in what BLUETTI calls powerlifting mode. That's enough juice to run everything from your coffee maker to a mini fridge, or even power tools if you're working off-grid. And the best part, it's built with a LiFePO4 battery, which means it's super safe, long-lasting, rated for over 3,000 charge cycles, and just screams quality. Honestly, the moment I started using it, I knew this wasn't some cheap gimmick. It's the real deal. Let's start with the design because, wow, BLUETTI nailed it here. The AC200L has this sleek, modern look, dark gray with these subtle textured stripes, and it feels incredibly sturdy. It's got these big, beefy handles on both sides that make it easy to carry, which is clutch because, full disclosure, it weighs about 62 pounds. Now, I'm not saying it's something you're going to lug around on a hike, but for moving it from your car to your campsite or setting it up in your garage as a backup, it's totally manageable. I've carried it solo up and down stairs without breaking a sweat, well, maybe a little sweat, but you get the idea. For me, the weight is a small trade-off for how much power this thing packs. The front panel is where the magic happens. You've got this crisp LED display that shows you everything: battery percentage, input and output watts, even how long it'll run with whatever you've got plugged in. It's so intuitive. And then there's the port selection: 4 120-volt AC outlets, 2 100-watt USB-C ports, 2 USB-A ports, a 12-volt car outlet, a 48-volt RV port, and even a 30-amp NEMATT30 outlet for RV campers. It's like BLUETTI said, hey, let's make sure there's something for everyone here. I've been able to charge my laptop, phone, and run a fan all at once without even blinking. It's versatility on steroids. Now let's get to the good stuff, how this thing performs. I've put the AC 200 liters through its paces and it's blown me away every single time. First test, I plugged in my 150-watt mini fridge just to see how long it could go. BLUETTI claims it can run a fridge like that for over 30 hours, and after leaving it on overnight in my garage, I checked the app. Yep, still had plenty of juice left after 12 hours. The display estimated I'd get close to 35 hours total, which is insane for something this portable. No noisy gas generator, no fumes, just silent, reliable power. Next, I took it camping last weekend, and this is where it really shined. I powered a small electric grill, about 1,200 watts, for a solid 20 minutes to cook up some burgers, and the AC 200 liter didn't even flinch. I also had my phone charging via USB-C, a Bluetooth speaker going, and a couple of LED lanterns plugged in. The battery dropped maybe 25% total, and I was like, okay, this is ridiculous in the best way possible. The pure sine wave inverter means everything runs smoothly too. No weird buzzing or flickering like you might get with cheaper power stations. It's pro-level performance. And here's a fun one. I tested the powerlifting mode with my wife's hairdryer, which pulls about 1,800 watts on high. Normally, that'd be pushing the limits of a 2,400 watt inverter, but with powerlifting, it bumped up to handle it like a champ. It's perfect for those short bursts of high-power stuff, like kettles or tools. I wouldn't run it like that all day, but for quick jobs, absolute game changer. Charging this thing up is another area where the AC200L flexes hard. You've got options. AC wall charging, solar car charging, even dual charging with AC and solar together. The wall charging is what really impressed me. It supports up to 2,400 watts of input, and in turbo mode, I got it from 20% to 80% in about 45 minutes, fully charged in under 2 hours. I've got it plugged into a standard outlet in my office right now, and it's whisper quiet even with the fan running. There's also a silent mode if you want zero noise, though it takes a bit longer to charge. For me, standard mode at around 1,200 watts is the sweet spot, fast and quiet. I also paired it with a 200-watt BLUETTI solar panel. I'll link that below if you're curious. And on a sunny day, I was pulling in about 180 watts of solar input. It's not the fastest way to charge, but it's perfect for keeping it topped off during a long trip. Imagine this. You're out in the woods, no outlets for miles, and you're still powering your gear with the sun. That's the kind of freedom the AC200L gives you. Oh, and the app lets you tweak all these settings remotely. Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity mean I can check the charge status from my phone while I'm sipping coffee 50 feet away. How cool is that? One of my favorite features, and this is huge for anyone thinking long-term, is the expandability. The AC200L starts with 2,048 watt-hours, but you can hook up expansion batteries like the B210 or B300 and bump that up to 8,192 watt-hours. I tested it with a B210, and suddenly I had over 4,000 watt-hours to play with. That's enough to run my essentials for days during a blackout. The setup was plug and play, literally just connected a cable, and the AC200L recognized it instantly. It's like upgrading your phone storage, but for power. And because it's lithium ferrophosphate, this battery is built to last. Over 3,000 cycles means I could charge and discharge it every day for nearly 10 years and still have 80% capacity left. Compare that to older lithium-ion batteries that start fading after 500 cycles. This is next-level durability. For someone like me who hates replacing gear every few years, that's a massive win. So why do I love the AC200L? It's powerful, reliable, and so darn flexible. Whether I'm keeping my fridge running during a storm, powering a campsite, or just charging my gadgets off-grid, it's got my back. The app integration is a cherry on top. I can set charging schedules to take advantage of cheap overnight electricity rates, monitor usage, and even turn outputs on or off remotely. It feels futuristic in the best way. Are there any downsides? Well, it's heavy, no getting around that. If you're looking for something ultralight, this might not be it. Also, the proprietary charging cables are a bit of a quirk. If you lose them, you'll need to order replacements from BLUETTI, which isn't ideal. And I do wish it had a wireless charging pad on top like some other models. But honestly, those are tiny gripes compared to how much this thing delivers. Alright folks, that's my take on the BLUETTI AC200L portable power station. It's hands down one of the best investments I've made for power independence. If you're in the market for something that can handle big loads, charge fast, and last for years, I can't recommend it enough. I'll drop a link below where you can check it out. Sometimes BLUETTI runs deals that make it even sweeter. What do you think? Would you grab one of these for your setup? Let me know in the comments, and if you've got questions, I'll do my best to answer them. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss my next adventure with this beast. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.